Good evening, I'm Kim Christensen.
And I'm Kyle Clark. 50 years ago, car bombings killed 6 Chicano activists in Boulder. Since then, a whole generation of their families has not really known Los Seis de Boulder personally.
Here is 9 News reporter Angeline McCall, who spoke with them about how they're continuing their legacy despite their absence.
Think after the bombings, we were not the same.
Some who are here remember the moment 50 years ago.
Today, we are here to honor, support, and celebrate the lives and legacies of Los Seis.
Others instead have spent a lifetime thinking about it.
Each of them gave the ultimate sacrifice for our gente.
Florencio Granado never knew his father, but was named after him.
And that my dad was special to a lot of people.
His father was one of 6 Chicano activists, Los Seis de Boulder, who died in car bombings 50 years ago. It's still hard to talk about.
He means a lot. Dang it.
Florencio's dad died 2 months before he was born.
It means a lot to me for the people that were involved with him. What the respect he got and love he got from everybody.
Playing some original songs.
Like Florencio, so many here only know Los Seis through stories.
Mama gave me a rope.
Antonio Lopez is Reyes Martinez's nephew.
Dad taught me to sing.
His uncle was someone he would call an inspiration.
There's something to people caring for other people.
Los Seis fought for more rights for Chicano students on campus in the weeks leading up to the bombings.
The Martinez genes are strong, and I see my face in his face. So, you know, it's like even though I never met him, I feel like I know him.
Faces reflected in the next generation today.
I definitely felt a higher spirit coming and pushing me to help out and be part of this.
With lessons they learned from their loved ones before.
Opens their eyes a little bit more to everything going on, and know that they were human beings and they died for a cause.
50 years later, their mission remembered by those who feel their absence every day.
Viva Los Seis!
In Boulder, Angela McCall.
Viva los symbols of resistance!
Viva! 9 News.
Peace out.
Scholarships were also given out to students in the name of Los Seis de Boulder. The scholarship is designed to mentor and foster leaders, as well as help them with their education.
CBI has issued a missing Indigenous persons alert for Sarah Lemke. The 21-year-old was last seen on the night of February 29th on Girard Avenue in Inglewood. CBI says law enforcement is concerned about her safety because Sarah likely doesn't have access to medication that she needs. If you see her, you're asked to call 911 or Lakewood Police. The federal government does not know how many Americans die in custody of law enforcement each year. Some Coloradans are working to change that. According to Colorado's Division of Criminal Justice website, in-custody deaths are required to be reported. And while there are some in-custody death statistics online, details on the person's race, ethnicity, age, or even cause of death do not seem to be readily available. Daisy Bluestar is with the Colorado Missing and Murdered Indigenous Relatives Task Force, and she's pushing for more transparency.
So having data is very important, and we want all of our relatives to have justice, regardless of the situation.
We reached out to the Colorado Division of Criminal Justice about these numbers last week, did not hear back. Bluestar says if she can't get anywhere with state agencies, they'll be reaching out to local law enforcement to collect information. A rancher in Jackson County killed this weekend by a lightning strike is being remembered tonight as a loving husband and father.
51-year-old Mike Morgan leaves behind a wife, Nikki, and a 17-year-old daughter named Dallas. Mike's friends tell 9 News reporter Kelly Rinke that he lived for his family. Kelly.
Yeah, hey guys, a friend of Mike Morgan told me he always talked about his family and how much they meant to him. Their lives completely changed on Saturday when lightning struck Mike as he was feeding his cattle. Deputies say 34 cattle were also killed. We spoke to several people on the phone tonight. Some knew him as a neighbor, a co-worker. He was described as a man who was a stranger to no one. Mike had a big heart and helped everybody. Friends said he was an advocate for the agricultural community and a really proud dad. Mike's wife of 27 years shared a statement with us tonight. Nikole said he was the best husband and father they could have asked for, and they were blessed for the short amount of time they were given with him. Kelly Rinke, 9 News.
The weather cooperated on this Memorial Day. That's not always the case on Memorial Day. Warm temperatures across the metro area, barely a breeze out there. We can expect even more of that to come over the next couple of days, but then we also have those late day storm chances sometimes.
It was just a perfect day, Lauren Robinson, to be outside and enjoy the company of others and spend some time in the sunshine.
That's right. If you had the ability to do so today, really cooperated. We saw lots of sunshine. Temperatures were very warm. We saw 77 degrees as our high this afternoon at DIA. Most of the Front Range and Eastern Plains is in the upper 70s to lower 80s. We even made it to 90 degrees out in Lamar. The high country saw highs in the 60s and 70s, and then there were more 80s across the western slope. Now, as we monitor our HD Doppler radar, most of us are clear and dry. A couple pop-up rain showers here and there. We have some starting to pop up across the plains, and then more showers that were actually expected across the southern portions of the high country into the southern portions of the Front Range here. None of this is going to be too widespread or really affect the rest of your evening, just something to be aware of as you go through the rest of the night. Now, outside of that, coming up in my full 7-day forecast, we're going to talk more about the warmer weather moving in. We do have several chances for some afternoon storms, and we have very hot weather ahead next week. All of those details for you in my 7-day forecast.
Denver police are looking for a driver who ran over someone who was sleeping in an alley. The driver didn't stop. It happened last Tuesday in the alley by Lawrence Street and Larimer Street near Coors Field. Police say the victim was seriously hurt. They do not have a description of the car or the driver. If you think you might know more about what happened in that alley, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers.
During today's game, the Rockies television crew honored a member who died over the weekend. According to his employer, Ultimate Productions, technical manager Alex Malenkov died yesterday in an accident at his house in Castle Rock.
We learned this morning of the passing of a beloved member of our TV family, Alex Malenkov. Panda, as he was affectionately known, was a giant light to all who knew him, all who worked with him, and he will be profoundly missed.
We're told the 29-year-old had worked the Rockies-Phillies telecast yesterday afternoon and was scheduled to work today's game against the Cleveland Guardians. We're working to get more details on his death, and we'll update you on air and online when that information becomes available. A Colorado trooper who fell 30 feet when a suspected drunk driver crashed into his patrol car now has a Purple Heart Award. The Colorado State Patrol just honored Kevin Bagley with the award. The trooper was working traffic control outside his car for a crash investigation on I-270 in Adams County last summer. A driver slammed into the scene, crashing into Bagley's car. Bagley jumped over the railing to avoid the impact. He suffered serious injuries in the fall, but was released from a hospital that same weekend. Hundreds came out to Fort Logan National Cemetery this morning to honor those who served our country and sacrificed so much.
Victoria Nevins was among those there, remembering her son and his sacrifice. She told 9 News reporter Rachel Krause about the community that she has found after her son's death.
Inside Fort Logan National Cemetery, hundreds remember those who've served this country and those who never made it home.
How are you? I haven't seen you forever.
For Victoria Nevins, a Gold Star mother, it's a place where she can be close to her son.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Her boy, Sergeant First Class Liam Nevins, served as a Green Beret with the Colorado National Guard. She remembers her son's passion for life and his love of the military.
He was a dreamer. He was a dreamer. He was an artist. He had his grandfather's metal helmet, and he would run around and play soldier.
Liam served with the 82nd Airborne with tours in Iraq and Afghanistan. In 2013, Liam had been hurt in combat in Afghanistan and was back at his base.
He was hanging around helping people, and one of his friends from another unit asked him to go out into the range and help train Afghanis, and one of them turned the gun and shot the 3 SF guys who were there.
Liam was killed. He was just weeks away from coming home.
It was hard. But I inherited a family. These are all my sons.
Her son's unit wrapping their arms around her.
They're my family. I mean, you know, so I can always count on them.
Today, so tough to be alone. They make sure she doesn't have to.
It's just kind of, it wouldn't be Memorial Day without them. So, and a lot of them just came back from deployment, so I'm lucky. I'm very lucky. I mean, a lot of the Gold Star mothers don't have that kind of support.
In front of the spot where Liam was laid to rest. Together, they keep his memory alive.
I mean, I knew him as a boy and as a teenager and those fun stories, but no, I learned so much about him as a man, and a man to be admired and an honorable man.
Together, making this dark day a little brighter.
It does, it truly does.
In Denver, Rachel Krause, 9 News.